$100. All right, have you heard about this one, though? There was a woman at the well. A woman at the well. She was sitting there. Jesus was sitting there. Jesus started telling her about all her boyfriends, everybody she done been with. She said, Tiger. Jesus was telling her who she had been with. And then this woman changed her life forever. So just thank God for Jesus telling her business, and now she's a whole new woman. She's living her best life. Ain't going back and forth with no one. I gotcha. All right. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite one right here. This is my favorite one right here. So last week, I was at a wedding, and when I was at this wedding, they lost the juice. There was no more wine at this wedding. And so Mary told Jesus, she said, Jesus, get your tail over here. We need to turn this water into wine. And Jesus turned the water into wine. The wedding was crazy. The wedding was amazing. If I ever do a wedding, I think I'm going to talk about how when you get married, there's always a miracle that follows. Y'all not ready for that, but I'm not here to preach. All right, the last one. Oh my gosh, this is a good one. This is a good one. My boy Jonah, my boy Jonah didn't want to listen to Jesus, didn't want to listen to what God was telling him to do, and he did his own thing, and then he got swallowed in a big fish. I think it was a whale, but it doesn't matter. So my boy Jonah, whoever, he didn't have good intentions. He didn't want to follow the ways of the Lord. He didn't want to do what the Lord told him to do. So his intentions got him in that fish, but he got out and he got to recover.
What's up, guys? Welcome to our student service. Why don't you guys get up off your feet and let's sing. Come on. I was buried beneath my shame. Who could carry that kind of a weight? It was my turn till I met you. I was breathing but not alive. All my failures I tried to hide. It was mine too, till I met you. Here we go. You called my name and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness to your your mercy has saved my soul. Now your freedom is all that I know. Come on! The old made new. Jesus, when I met you, you called my name, and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness, to your glorious day. You called my name, and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness, to your glorious day. Get your hands up, y'all. Here we go. I needed rescue. My sin was heavy. The chains break at the weight of your glory. I needed shelter. I was an orphan, but you called me a citizen in heaven. When I was broken, you were my healing. Now your love is the air that I'm breathing. I have a future. My eyes are open. It's when you call my name. Shout it out. I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness, to your glorious day. You called my name, and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness, to your glorious day. Well, once again, welcome to the Crossing students. We're so glad you guys could join us today. Why don't you do this? Drop a line in the chat. Let us know where you are, who you are, and what you're doing. And we're so glad you could be here.
Yeah, that's not Jimmy's fault. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Put your mask on.
If you don't get that camera on my face, I will.
Put your mask on, just right here.
Why don't you just abide?
Jeff, I need to breathe. I breathe out my mouth. I don't breathe from my nose like some people.
Ronald, is that your shirt for tonight?
It is my shirt for tonight.
Are you excited?
I don't know. I always get kind of overwhelmed before something starts.
Did you skin a leopard?
No, I bought that from H&M for $4. I'm thinking about on my Instagram doing dress for less to teach people how to shop. Very trendy for super cheap.
Not at H&M.
I got that for H&M for $4.
I can see why. That's funny. Stop. I got this from H&M too.
For how much? Probably 20.
15 bucks?
Because you don't know how to shop for less.
15. That was funny. Tell me I'm funny.
This is every day. Every day.
I think people really.
I don't want to do that.
We all
Because it always makes me look bad.
we all hang out in here, and then Lauren
What?
is just in here, and this is all she does.
Hi guys.
She just does this stuff. It's
Register
no
for
fun.
small groups.
Register for small groups.
Otherwise, you can't be in a small group.
Oh,
Put
that's
the link
true.
right here, Rob. Right here.
Right here? Right where you're pointing?
Right here.
Okay.
Here's the link.
I'm not gonna put the link there. See, look at this. We got small groups, taking temperatures.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Snacks.
She's got the best job. Not really. Oh, she does dual screen though. What are you listening to?
If We Never Met by John Kay. It's on the.
I don't even know
Chill
John
Hits.
Kay.
Well,
Huh.
really.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And then when she was at the woman at the well,
Yep.
she was talking to Jesus, and Jesus knew who she was already.
Yes.
And I don't want to do the rest.
You're gonna
At
talk
the
about.
closing thoughts
Closing thought.
for tonight?
Yeah, it ties everything
You're
together.
talking about pigs.
The three little pigs ties it all together.
Is that from the Bible?
No, not the pigs in the Bible. The three little pigs. And the wolf.
Like the children's story. That's what I thought you were talking about. Like.
Sup.
What's up?
This guy runs all our audio. He's great. Riley helps, but
Yeah.
it's really John. Lauren's working hard.
Twitter.
Twitter.
My break.
Twitter. Did you say it's your break?
Yes, that's my break.
What is up? Another week here at the Crossing Students. My name is Robert Brazile. I'm the middle school pastor here if you don't know me. Super excited for you to be here. It's another week of Wednesday Night Live. Last week, Ronald killed it, so I was kind of afraid to come up here and do this, but hey, it is what it is. But he said that his favorite talk show was Wendy Williams. And I'm not ashamed to say I've never seen Wendy Williams, but I love Jimmy Fallon. So I kind of modeled my show today after Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon watches this, probably won't. Shout out to you, you're amazing.
Right.
But here's the thing, Jimmy Fallon always has this guy. I think his name is Higgins. I don't know if that's true. But he's got this guy that he like banters with back and forth. So I actually have a co-host here with me. So if you would, help me welcome Aubrey Roper, the one and only.
I did the finger guns.
We did finger guns.
Is that what everybody does
Are
when
we
they're
doing
awkward?
is finger guns in?
No,
no,
it's not.
It's not.
Not at all.
Because you're not cool enough
Awkward.
to know what's in.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, okay.
No, yeah, no.
Yeah,
not
it's
at all.
fine. Well, either way, we had a good day today. Aubrey brought me Sonic, so shout out to Aubrey.
Cheers to that.
But she doesn't know what I drink, so.
No,
she
I
got me
do know. I
Coke.
just panicked.
Yeah, she panicked. She ordered
Totally
me Coke.
panicked.
I drink Dr. Pepper. How's your day been?
It's been good. You know, the kids, I nanny, for those of you that don't know. The kids were chill, nice weather, cooked them. Do you cook cookies?
Cooked 'em?
You bake
You bake
cookies.
cookies.
I baked them cookies.
You baked them cookies.
Yeah, you know.
But you had an awkward encounter at Sonic.
Yes.
So she
Oh, God.
ordered these drinks, and the guy goes,
Drive safe.
drive safe, and Aubrey said,
You too. As he's like standing there in the window, like looking at me like,
isn't that the worst? I
It's
feel like
really
I do
awkward.
it most at movie theaters.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, enjoy your movie, and I'm like, you too.
yeah, enjoy your popcorn. Oh, yikes, you too.
Sorry.
Yep.
Anyway, it's been great. I'm excited for this week. We got some guests other than Aubrey. We've got some fun stuff. But one of my favorite things that Jimmy Fallon does, do you know what it is?
The thank you letters.
The thank you notes.
You love
right?
them.
The
Yeah.
thank you notes. Jimmy Fallon does thank you notes. But before we get to that, I forgot to do this. We're live. Come on. Sorry. I forgot to do this. We got a giveaway.
oh,
Okay?
yeah.
So we got a giveaway.
I love
but
money.
it kind of corresponds to my Wednesday because every Wednesday I go and buy comic books. So this Wednesday I went and bought comic books. I brought a few of them. I got
goodness.
a few here. We got Spider-Man right there. Great book. We got Thor right there. Another good one. A hot one right now. And we got a little Batman, Harley Quinn action. These are great. If you ever want comic books, you want to talk comic books, let me know. I got
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of them.
He has so
but
many.
here's the deal. So the password for our giveaway today, in the chats, Lauren is in there monitoring it. We're going to do another $50 gift card to where?
I don't remember.
It's wherever they want.
Oh,
So
yeah.
It's literally
So, yeah.
wherever you
I
want
knew.
a gift card to.
I know.
We'll message you. You'll send us 3 places that you like, and we'll get you a gift card. But the password is this. So drop this in the chat for like the next 5 minutes. Trust me, it'll be given away within the next 5 minutes. But password is this. Last week it was God is good. This week it is going to be comics. Just that one word.
Spell
comics.
it right. If you don't spell it right, it doesn't count.
C-O-M-I-C-S.
Don't tell them.
Sorry,
They're
if
middle
you didn't
school. They
spell
should
it right,
know.
That's just sad. But comics, drop comics in the chat. We're gonna get this giveaway going. Light it up, blow it up, make Lauren have a lot of work trying to see who is the certain number that we're looking for in there. All right. But I've got thank you notes because Jimmy always on Friday he's like I gotta follow up on my emails and I gotta do thank you notes. So I got a few thank you notes here, and I want to send those out. We got
All right,
are
let's
they?
do it.
We got thank you notes. We got crossing stationery. Some of you guys have gotten these before. Sadie and Cameron, where y'all at? I think you got one of these in the mail at some point. Crossing stationery, I write little notes and stuff. So I got my pen here. And I think, Aubrey, you have some thank you note writing music. Can you
I
give
do.
us a sample of that thank
Yeah,
you note
let's
writing
go
music?
Bonus points if you know this song. If you're old enough to
If you
know
think
the
you know the
song.
song, drop in the chat.
Yeah.
Also, this is Nick, one of our high school students playing this song. It is beautiful.
He's talented.
So, all right, stop that. We're going to get into my thank you notes here. I got 8 of them. We're going to send out 8 thank you notes, okay?
Perfect.
All right, here we go. See if I can channel my inner Jimmy Fallon. Here we go.
This is
Ready?
a hard job.
Ready? Thank you, Hamilton and Disney Plus, for helping us realize that history is only memorable when it's a catchy rap song.
Perfect.
We're going to send that
You
one
know,
out. Send that
I
out to
haven't finished
Disney.
Hamilton, truth be told.
Hamilton's great.
I can't get through
Hamilton's
it.
great. You can't get into it. I love it. It's all I listen to.
I'm
I
like
actually got a
45
shirt.
minutes in.
I got a Hamilton shirt that I almost wore today.
You should have.
So I wore it yesterday, but anyway.
Perfect.
We got our next note. Ready? Thank you, extra downtime during COVID, for helping me realize I am truly not the reader that I thought I was.
Amen. I still have a stack of books from
Catalyst? From 2
Catalyst
years ago that you
from
never
2
wrote
years ago
or
that I
never
have
read?
not finished. Mhm.
Never read them. Never read them.
Love it.
Hope you guys are fulfilling your COVID dreams this time around. Here we go. Got another one. I love this one, right? Thank you, plexiglass at fast food places and stores, for keeping me safe from the cashier who just touched everything that I'm taking home with me.
That's funny. Have you seen the poker tables?
I have.
They're super awkward.
Yeah.
What's
our
the point of wearing
casinos here.
gloves if you're going to touch everything?
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
get it. Yeah. Doesn't
It's
make
interesting.
sense.
Love that.
Doesn't make sense. We got another one. We got another one. This one's close to my heart here. Ready? Thank you, Thea Eden, for the endless stories and sermon examples to come in the future.
Yeah.
That's why pastors have kids, I think.
I know. I fully
We're going to
believe
meet a PK later tonight. We're going to meet a PK. And she's great, but trust me, her dad tells stories about her all the
I'm
time.
sure you guys have
I'm
heard
like making
stories
eye
of her.
contact with her offset because she knows it's true.
Oh, yeah.
She knows
they
it's
might
true.
not know the stories about her.
Can you nod? Does your dad warn you when he tells the story?
Yeah, I used to ask for money.
He used to. You used to ask for money for him to use your story.
Hey, listen.
Wow, that's actually smart.
That's fair.
Hey, we're gonna have her on here later. We'll talk about all that kind of stuff. All right, I got another one. This is for you, Gen Z people. Thank you, TikTok,
Oh, yeah.
for showing us that Vine should never have died.
True. There are TikToks, though, that do.
How many of you had Vine though?
They were too young
Students
for it.
over there in our studio audience,
No.
you had Vine?
Those are all
You had
high
Vine?
schoolers, remind you.
Oh, those are the high schoolers raising their hands.
And
See?
young
Middle
adults.
schoolers, y'all don't know what Vine is. Y'all
There
don't
are some
even
TikToks
know.
that are good. There are
What?
some Vine
TikToks are
energy
good.
TikToks.
Yeah, there are.
Oh, they're talking about it
Wow,
now.
they're all talking back there now. I wonder if you can hear them on the live stream.
Hopefully not.
All right, I got a few more. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Thank you, texts
Okay.
that say, sorry, I just saw this, for being a fun way to say, hey, do you like being lied to?
Ooh. You know what? I think you came for me on that one, because I just did that to you a couple days ago.
Yep, you did. Yeah, you
So-
did. So, but this one's for you specifically.
Great.
So
We
here
love
go.
that.
Thank you, Shark Week 2020, for being a show about deadly shark attacks, but yet actually being relaxing in the midst of this year.
For real. Shark Week has always been relaxing. I love sharks. For
I
those of
hate
you that don't
sharks.
know, if you
I hate
why
sharks.
they have such a
terrify
bad
me.
rap.
That's why I don't
Rap?
swim in the ocean.
Rep?
That's why I don't swim.
You know.
All right, this one is for my middle schoolers out there. Any middle schoolers out there? A few of you guys. Okay,
None.
cool. Hopefully you're in the chats. Who knows? Ready? Thank you, socially distanced parties, or as they're also known, middle school dances.
Oh gosh.
That's our last thank you note. Thank you for being here for those thank you notes. I love doing that. It's fun. A few of them were my own. A few of them were straight from Jimmy Fallon. So sorry.
I love that.
But you know, it's great. I like that segment. It's funny.
It is funny.
It's pretty funny. So, but
think
we
you
got
nailed
another
it.
thing coming up from him.
Yeah.
One of our, oh my gosh, this is the second week in a row that our host has dropped their mic.
Wow.
Jeff, good luck next week.
I haven't dropped mine, so.
Wow, it's because we're sitting. Sorry, guys. Live show.
Am I not sitting?
Shh. We got another Jimmy Fallon moment here coming up because one of me and Aubrey's favorite moments in Jimmy Fallon is when he has Jamie Foxx on and
my
he
gosh.
sings
We know every
popular
word.
songs in other genres,
Yeah.
which is great, and we know all of them. So
Every
that's
single
fun.
one.
But he also does a thing where he Google translates songs, brings them back into English, and then tries to sing them.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that with a few worship songs tonight.
Perfect.
We're gonna invite over here with us Mr. Matt Beal, everybody.
Woohoo!
Hey.
Matt Beal.
Hey.
The
We
man,
haven't
the
seen
myth,
you in
the
a while, I
legend.
feel like.
I am the poor man's Jamie Foxx, apparently.
Well, no,
Just,
Jamie Foxx
know.
Foxx surprised me.
We don't have Jimmy Fallon's budget. As you can see, my desk is a little janky. We have Matt here, and I'm just kidding. Matt, you're great.
Wow.
Matt.
Sure.
Matt's great. We love Matt. Matt, show off the hair. Take off your hat for a
Do I
minute.
have
though.
to?
Yeah,
Yes.
show off the
You
hair.
knew I didn't want to.
I love the hair. I love it.
We didn't plan.
I love his new haircut. He's got it flowing and everything. Oh, he's got it in a bun right now.
Sorry.
But you know, he's got it flowing. Look at that
Ooh,
mane.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Can we
See?
slow that down and put a
We'll put it
theme
in slow
song
mo
over
for
that,
you later.
or what?
But,
We can make it into
hey,
a
Matt,
GIF.
we're gonna do this.
Okay, put
What do
my
you
hat
do
back
here
on.
at the church?
What do I do? I don't know.
None of us do, right?
No, I play music, and I
Okay.
help out with stuff like this, students in production.
He
So.
plays music. He's one of our favorite worship leaders, you know.
Yeah, he is.
So here is the deal, Matt. We have 4 songs that are
We
going to
do.
be randomly put into a randomizer
Great.
because it's going to be random, and they're going to come up in a language, and then we're going to put it back into English, and we're going to show you guys online both lyrics, but Matt's only going to see the translated lyrics, songs that you guys know. So are you ready for this?
No, but
Aubrey, are you ready for this?
I am.
So let's go with the randomizer for the first song right here. Echo. Okay, we know Echo
in Slovak,
in Slovak. I don't know what language
Slovakian?
that is. Slovakian, maybe?
Like you're
Yugoslavia.
from
Maybe.
I don't even know.
I don't even know. But hey, we're
Slavia?
going to sing this
I
worship
don't
song
know.
here in this one. So that is number 1 for us here today, Aubrey. So ready? Let's kick it off with that song.
Right, here we go.
Your love sticks and won't let it go. And I feel it erupted like an echo. Your love sticks and won't let it go. And I feel it erupted like an echo. Echo in my soul.
I don't like that word.
Erupted?
Erupted.
I mean, I'm not singing any other way now, so
I know. We're going to sing erupted from now on.
it's called erupted.
We're going to call it. No,
I like
'cause
it.
they still say echo in that.
Kind of.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to go with number 2. Let's go with the song number 2, randomizer. Here we go.
Do I need a button or something like that?
I know. We needed a button.
It's all good.
Reckless Love,
Great. It's a favorite.
a great controversial song. We're going to make it more controversial by going to Portuguese.
Portuguese.
So
Perfect.
we go to Portuguese, we come back to English, and here is what we get. This is number 4, Aubrey.
Oh, the irresistible, endless, and irresponsible love of God. Oh, he chases me, fights until I'm found, leaves the 99. I didn't deserve it, and I don't deserve it yet. You surrender. Oh, God's irresistible, endless, and irresponsible love. Yes.
Hey,
I love that. As if reckless wasn't a controversial
God's
word
love is
enough.
irresponsible. You heard it here first.
It's irresponsible in Portuguese.
In Portuguese.
apparently. So
just
those
say that.
Portuguese people are thinking, what does that even mean? But, oh no, we love it. We love it. It's a great song. It's a great song. We got 2 more for you. So let's throw that next randomizer.
Great.
All right.
Start of the
we got
party.
Start of the Party.
This is one of my
Jeff's
favorite.
favorite song because he's from Central and they wrote this.
In Filipino, which is also
not.
called Tagalog.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
Tagalog. And you, Matt, fun fact, are Filipino.
Right.
Do you know how much percent you are?
Technically, it's more than you would think. So
Wow. Okay.
It's both
Do you-
parents, both
do you
grandparents.
know- do you speak that language?
I do. I am fluent in Tagalog.
Wow. Okay. So we could have just thrown this up in that language and you could have sang it.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be as funny.
Wouldn't be as funny. So we're going to bring it back to English. We're going with number 3 here, Aubrey.
Here we
Throw
go.
it in.
Here we go. Because you saved me, now I live and can't stop dancing. You set me free. Raise the music. Let's start the festival.
hey, a festival sounds
Let's
fun.
start the festival.
That's in Tagalog. The word party is actually festival,
Okay.
which is a more powerful word. So
Festival. Like a festival is like a lot of people. Like, do you go to Renaissance fairs, Aubrey?
I do. They're really
It's-
fun.
I feel like a
actually.
festival is kind of like that. Like
Yeah.
it's like a big
Yeah.
blown up party, right?
we're gonna start up the festival.
I think we should sing it like that from now on.
I
So,
mean, it doesn't roll off the tongue the same.
I don't think it matters. But,
Sure.
We're gonna go with a newer song this time. But wow, I just gave it away. It's not random. All right, throw that randomizer.
The
We got the
blessing.
blessing. Okay, the blessing is a fun one.
Yiddish.
Yiddish, which I have no idea where that language comes
No.
from. No idea.
I also
Yitland.
speak
I don't
Yiddish.
even know. Do you actually?
Anyway, we're gonna.
Oh.
No, he doesn't. But
Not
this
at all.
this one. Let's see how you do on this one. Let's throw that track.
Let's see. The Lord bless you and stop you. Make his face shine on her and be gracious to her. The Lord turn be face to her and give her peace.
It's interesting. It switches from like a group of people to just her.
Well, God only blesses women,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Because of Eve.
Sure,
Is that how it worked?
I guess.
The Yiddish
Right.
think so.
The Yiddish think that God only blesses women, apparently. But you know,
I don't want
hey,
to get into
who
it.
knows?
It's our
Who
time.
knows?
It's our time to shine.
Yeah, for real.
That was for you, Aubrey.
Thank
So,
you. I
hey,
appreciate it.
everybody, thank Matt for being here. He's going to be back with another segment in a little bit. We're really excited. He's going to grab his guitar and come back. But here's the deal. So Aubrey and I work with our student leadership team a lot. And we actually went out in the like 100-degree heat and filmed a video, and I just never edited it. Edited it. Anyway, I just didn't put it together. So what we're going to do today is we're going to play a game live with them. And this is a fun game. A lot of us know it. It is egg roulette. There's nothing to it other than we get to attempt to crack eggs over students' heads.
Do I get to do this?
Aubrey gets to do this.
What
actually.
a dream. These are my
Aubrey,
least favorite one. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. They're great
Aubrey
students.
has a few eggs right here in front
What a
of her
dream.
on
Can
a
I get
chair
off
right
this?
over here. Okay, and we are going to show you where that is. And I'm going to invite these students up one by one, and we are going to see if these eggs are raw or if they're hard-boiled. So let's do this. Here we go. We're going to make Emily go first. Emily,
Get
come on
over
up. Everybody
here.
give it up for Emily.
I haven't even looked at these. I don't even know
Well, you
if
got to
they're-
move them from the stool because she's got to sit down right
Oh.
there. Sit down
I mean,
and face this camera right
perhaps
here.
the
We
camera.
didn't practice this. See? Look at this.
I don't
Here
even
we go.
know.
We got
I don't-
trash bags because we're not savages.
Which one should I
we don't
pick?
want them to just...
1, 2, 3, or 4?
4.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Aubrey's
How do
not
I
going to
even-
splatter it. She's going to kind of like crack it. You know how you crack eggs like on the
Yeah,
side of
but,
like,
like, I need like
a
a-
bowl or something? Just do it on the top of her head.
How do I don't.
Just do it.
Does that hurt?
Just figure it out. You got this. Come on. All right, we're going
hurts
to
her.
count it down. Everybody in the audience, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's raw.
That one was
Ew.
raw.
Sorry.
Wow, that was fun. Thank you, Emily.
She's a good student.
She's such a good student.
She's great.
Do we have any high schoolers up there that want to play?
Yeah, Nolan.
I'm kidding. I'm
just kidding.
Wow,
Did
a
you see
lot
how
of them
quickly
volunteered
he looked
though.
up
They
here?
were like very, very. Hey, you flicked egg on the floor, Emily. Just so you know. All right, here we go. We're gonna go for our next person. We're gonna go Haley.
This
Miss
is
Haley,
gross.
come on up. Everybody, give it up for Haley.
I'm gonna give it like a little crack on the side.
Okay,
And
that's
just
fine.
to see, just to get it going.
Okay, that's good.
You
there you
know?
go. All right, Haley,
even
are you
know.
ready? Do you think this one's raw?
No.
Egg
no?
is good for
you
your
think
hair.
it's gonna be hard boiled? Apparently, it's good for your hair.
Are you
but-
hoping it's hard boiled?
I don't know.
Do you care?
No.
All right.
Good for
We're
you.
gonna go for it. Everybody, let's
Okay.
count it down. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh,
it's raw. My hand is gross. I don't like this.
And I didn't bring you paper
This
towels.
is why you didn't want to do this. This is why you made me do it.
This is why I didn't do this, right?
Crap.
So that's fun. That's fun. We got one more.
Gross.
We got one more. Sydney, 7th grader, Miss Sydney. Everybody give it up for Sydney.
I want this one.
There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, Sydney,
What
are
do
you
you
ready?
think it is?
Hard boiled.
Do you want it to be hard
She
boiled?
thinks it's hard
Do you
boiled.
care?
No.
She doesn't
Okay,
care.
so that's fine. Do
Here
you
we
like
go. We're
eggs?
gonna
Do
go.
you eat
Ready?
eggs?
Count it down with me.
That's
3,
good.
2, 1.
Sorry. Ooh, you gross.
Lean forward.
Yeah, goodbye.
They were all raw. Aubrey, do you think the rest of them are raw too?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Because we didn't boil any of them.
Probably. So,
You know.
That's the fun part about this stuff. You
Just
know?
when you're in
student
charge.
ministry's fun. I
Yeah.
enjoy student ministry. We get to put eggs on people's heads.
It's
Jeff,
super
where are
fun.
you at? Jeff, have you ever played this game? Egg roulette?
You know what?
Did you get a raw or a hard boiled?
I got all of it.
I see. I feel like we in student ministry, we don't usually hard boil many of them.
I can't
No,
really
we like
sit
we like
here.
the shock factor of it breaking. Aubrey's got a beautiful eggy hand there.
I
You know
can't-
what, Aubrey? We're gonna say thank you for
Perfect.
being here.
I'm
We're gonna
taking
send
my-
you away to go wash your hand. So
I appreciate
everybody,
that.
give it up for Aubrey, my
you later.
Higgins, the Higgins to my Fallon. So we've got another segment coming up right here, and the whole show is live. Let's be real. This whole show is live, so this is gonna be fun. So we got something coming up. We normally do like a little bit of a message kind of on Wednesday night. So tonight, we are going to do a segment that I like to call Theological Thoughts, okay? So that means deep thoughts from the Bible. We're going to be talking about some deeper things. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I have 2 people that are going to join me for this. So let me introduce you to these amazing people. So the first person, she's one of my better friends, a good close friend, and she is the daughter of the one and only Shane Phillip. And she is also the runner-up for the preaching award at HIU in 2016, losing only to yours truly. So everybody, would you give a warm welcome to Taylor Emig?
Thank you. Wow, what
Taylor,
an
thanks
introduction.
For being here.
Yeah,
This is usually, I think this is past your bedtime, but
absolutely it is. But you know, all for the cause of Christ. Here I am.
that's fair. That is
Yep.
very fair.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah.
never live down that award, by the way.
I mean, it's fine. I don't really know that you said anything about me in that, just that you won the
That's
preaching
very
contest.
true, and that your dad is Shane
yeah,
Phillip.
but it's, here I am.
What would you tell us if I could put one thing about
Oh,
Taylor?
see, I wasn't prepared. See, my bit wasn't prepared
All
for
right,
that
so
question.
you can change the lower third to Taylor Emig, blank.
Blank. Just blank.
And thank you for being here, though.
No,
But
absolutely.
we've got our second person coming up. This is my boss, so he's the most important, I guess. But this is Jeffrey Robert Kiwanuka.
Oh, good boy. Okay.
We said full names.
Full names.
I feel like since you're my boss, I was like, I should put you in the show somehow.
You didn't have to. I'm just here, man. I'm just here. Whatever you need. Whatever you need. However I can serve you.
Jeffrey Robert.
Unfortunately,
You didn't
yes.
know that my middle name is actually Robert Jeffrey.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Well, I mean, Jeff is a great name.
Jeffrey.
Jeff is a great name.
Jeffrey Robert.
My
I mean,
mother-
Robert's the real highlight of your name, though.
Robert, my mother, it what happened, honestly, the pregnancy. What do you call that stuff? The epidural or something. They messed with
You
her
came
head.
out, she's
drugs.
like, it's a Robert.
Robert, it's a Robert. So my brother's middle name is Richard.
Oh, so two R names? Was that
It's-
intentional?
it's
Well, you're
just-
twins.
Yes, but that's
we're-
kind of a joke. But
We're going to get to meet your twins.
yes,
Or your twins. We're going to meet your brother next week.
yes.
Because you guys are going to be doing a cool segment in your week. Next week, he's going to be taking over, right?
That'll be good, man. I'm
So
excited for it.
what are you doing with us next week with your brother? Give us a little highlight.
We'll get to meet my brother if they haven't met him before, which will be fun. I think part of it too, though, we're going to talk about like Black Lives a little bit, get into our upbringing, what that was like for us as two brothers growing up in white culture, and how that's translated now, 20-something years later, as he's about to get married. I am now married to a white woman, mixed kids, beautiful family. And so we're just going to unpack that a little bit, but then have a few fun segments in there. We'll have Lauren on here as well to do some fun games with her and a few other people, so it'll be good.
And that's gonna lead into our mini series. It's gonna be coming out.
Yes.
It's called The Matters of Black Lives.
Yes.
We're really excited about
Whenever,
that.
I don't know, that we'll have that first video, probably week 2, I don't know.
I don't
It's
know.
coming.
Soon.
Whatever.
Soon.
Okay.
My editing is
You
backing
take
up.
your
I
time.
know.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
you take your time, man. We're good. We're good.
All right, so we got you guys in here. We're going to talk about a really Christianese word tonight, okay?
Let's do it.
So we're going to talk about incarnation.
Incarnation.
I think I'm using the right term.
You
Am
are.
I using the right term?
Yes, the
Okay,
incarnate
cool.
Jesus.
The incarnate Jesus,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that leads us into, see, this word, this idea of Jesus is it's the foundation of our faith, right? It is
Yeah.
the reason we believe what we believe. Without him, really this religion, which we like to call a relationship, because it's not a religion, it's a relationship with this Jesus figure, right? This Jesus person. We are going to talk about that tonight, because maybe we got people watching, maybe you're middle school, maybe you're high school, and you're just like, I've been around for a while. I don't really know much about this Jesus guy, but they talk about him all the time. So let's dive into a little bit more
Great.
about what that means.
Cool.
So first question is this. Simple question for you guys. How would you personally describe just Jesus? If somebody came up to you, doesn't know anything about Jesus, and they said, hey, who is Jesus? Jeff, why don't we go to you first?
Man, I think when we discussed this, or as we looked at it, I would go with friend, I'd go with counselor, I'd go with like leader, but really the closest person I'd ever want to be a part of my life, but I would say almost he is my best friend, someone I can talk to, have a conversation with, a relationship with, and it has absolutely changed my life forever.
That's awesome. That's
So-
good. That's a really good answer. Taylor, what about you?
Yeah, no, definitely just to piggyback on Jeff, and I think that should be relatable to everybody, that Christ should be your friend. Jesus should be your friend. But for me, he's the whole point. He's the point in my life. He's the reason I'm on the path that I am, and truly I can say, he redeemed my life and he's my savior. So, he's guided me. He's been my comforter and led me to where I am today.
That's great. I like the word path, because we're going to jump into that a little bit when we get a little farther in. But one of the funny things you guys didn't say, and maybe that's because I asked for like a simple answer for someone, right? But one of the big things is Jesus is God's son.
Well,
Right?
yeah, I feel like that's...
I know, but see, you say for us that's
Yes,
assumed.
okay.
But like for somebody
Sure.
who's never heard of Jesus,
Yes.
like, that's not assumed
Yes.
necessarily.
Absolutely.
So
God's
Jesus,
son, who I would consider my best friend.
exactly. There we go. That's good.
Counts.
But was
That's
it like a
very good.
mic drop to be like, God's son's my best friend,
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you,
Maybe.
Jeff.
Yes. Okay. I guess I could
All
have.
right.
Okay.
So I got question number 1 is going to be for Taylor specifically. Here we go.
Cool.
Could you dive a little bit deeper into why did Jesus come to earth? So Jesus is God's
Yeah.
son. He came to earth. He walked
Yeah.
among men and women. He set foot in the dirt here on earth. Why did Jesus come to earth? Because incarnation means Jesus in human flesh.
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
I think first and foremost, we needed a savior to die for our sins. And that's what it comes down to, is we needed somebody, because we are imperfect humans, right? We're going to sin and we're going to struggle and we're going to fall short constantly. And Jesus came to this earth to live as a human, to have the same temptations as us. That's said in the Bible multiple times. And to not sin, so that he could then be our sacrifice for us to live this free life through him and through God, you know? And so I think it was so important. I can only speak for myself, but I don't know how easy it would be to follow a God who didn't live the same life I did, who didn't face the same things I am going to have to face in my life. He faced those struggles and temptations and still followed God, even when he didn't want to, even when he didn't want to get to that cross. So I think it's so important, just the bottom line, that we need somebody to redeem us of our sins, to die on that cross for our sins.
That's good. I like that because the whole thing is like sin is what separates us from God, right?
Yeah.
It's that chasm that's
Yeah.
there. And because all humans, all of us, all of you
Exactly.
are sinful, we can't pay for it ourselves, right?
No, it's
like-
impossible.
Yeah, I heard a professor explain it this way at Hope when we were
Yeah.
there. And he said, like, if you owed Jeff $20,
Right.
like you owe Jeff $20, you don't have that $20 to give him. That's why you owe it to him.
Right.
Like you can't pay for that, but I could come in and pay Jeff on your behalf.
Exactly. You could say, hey, Taylor doesn't have that money. Taylor can't pay that, but let me take care of this for you. Let me wipe it clean.
Yeah.
It's exactly. It's
And
like
because
that.
we've sinned, we can't pay for that sin because we are sinful.
Exactly.
Right.
We can't wipe clean what we've done.
Exactly. Jeff, you look like you were about to talk.
Well, I was going to say, imperfection cannot become perfect without perfection being making the imperfect perfect. It doesn't
I
work
like
way.
that. I like
So you
that a lot.
can't-
Imperfection can't become perfect without perfect making imperfection
Perfect, yes.
That's a lot of perfects. That's
But
a lot
I
of
like
words.
it.
That's good.
It's simple.
That's really
That's
good.
what-
I like
that's what I
that.
say. I don't- I
That's
just-
really good.
I don't know.
That's
Because
why he's your
Jesus-
boss.
Yeah, I know. That's why he's my boss. Jesus came down right, and he lived this human life. He lived this perfect life. So we can't pay for imperfection because we're not perfect.
Right.
Yeah, I love that. Jeff, second question is going to you. Can you explain why that was important? What is the importance of this thing we call incarnation? Why did it have to be the way it was?
Well, I think you look at the way God created man and woman, and man and woman were the ones who messed it up. It wasn't some cow, some goat, some bug. It was man and woman who just blew it. Because of that, I think God had to make it right, to make it quote-unquote fair, because he is a just God, needed an equal sacrifice to atone for the sin of mankind. And so you take this idea of the incarnation where God literally, like you look, I think it's Isaiah 9, maybe Isaiah 7, where it talks about that a child is given, but a savior is born, or something along those lines. And the idea behind that is that the son was always there. He was always up in heaven with God. But the idea that we had a child that came to us who grew up, who lived the similar experiences, and it was God's way of saying, which is what I think is beautiful, it was God's way of saying and showing, here's how this should have been from the jump. Here's what I always wanted to be, what I wanted always to happen for humanity when I made them. And so with Jesus, he comes down from heaven, grows up, has a childhood, laughs, plays, does his own stuff, becomes a carpenter, has a trade, has friends, watches one of his best friends, not watch, but his best friend died, was tempted, went through every single thing that we go through. And so by God becoming and dwelling and really incarnate, like the human, like the word made flesh, it's literally saying, you couldn't get it right, I'm going to show you how to get it right. And because you choose to follow the man who got it right, you're not going to be made right forever. So
Yeah. And that's I love that the made right idea of it. It's this another big Christian word, justification.
Yeah.
Which was one of my favorite things to study at Hope. We had a great professor who taught that, Mattson, and he was great. But the whole idea of justified is like a court system, right? Where the person is going in front of the judge, and the judge is saying whether they're right or wrong. And the crazy thing is we go in front of our judge, God, and we are always going to be wrong in that case because we're sinful.
Yep.
But because of what Jesus did,
Yes.
he says, no, I'm seeing you in the eyes of my son.
Yes.
You are made right.
receiving him
Yeah.
allows God to see Jesus in us versus just us by ourselves.
that's
Because
good.
God is like, he's detested by sin. He can't be around it. It's just who he is.
That's good.
So
I
if
like
we're
that.
around him all the time,
awesome.
we can't be around God and enter into glory, if you will, go into heaven.
That's good.
Messed
I
up
like that.
people,
I
so.
love the way Paul puts it. I think it's Paul. Paul writes, like, when we get baptized, when we enter into this relationship with Jesus, with God, we are being clothed in Jesus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Yeah.
like looking at the idea of clothes. Like if we weren't wearing clothes, we would be naked and you would see our body. We're seeing our sinful self, and we literally put Jesus on like clothes. So when God looks at us, he doesn't see our body, he sees those clothes. He's not seeing our sin, he's literally seeing his son.
Yes.
And I love that.
Exactly,
I think
exactly.
that's super cool. We were talking a little bit in the office this week about direction, paths,
Yeah.
and the way, and how Jesus said, "I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No one
Yep.
comes to the Father except through me."
Yep.
And we're going to dive into that a little more in our next series, talking
Yeah.
about Jesus, talking about a little more in depth week by week about that. But I love this idea of path, and I want to hit on it a little bit right now before we get into that, because I think you can lean in really, really great on that, and you can as well, Taylor. We've been friends for
a lot of years.
a good amount of years.
Yeah.
So she was my wife's roommate in college.
In college,
That's how
yeah.
we met, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Our first
Yeah.
meeting was
This
in the
is new.
library.
Yes, you didn't know this.
Let me
Not
tell
at
you
all.
our first meeting.
Oh,
Not
would
at
you?
all.
Let me tell you
Would
our
you?
first
I
meeting.
feel like it really describes my personality.
It really does, and it describes my personality
As
too.
well,
So
yep.
Jeff, I worked at the library at Hope.
Okay.
I checked in the books, but to be honest, I just watched Netflix because that's what we did at the library. And I was there, and me and Kaylee had just started talking, and we had just said, oh, look, we like each other, and we were moving along in the process, right? So Kaylee and all of her friends, including Taylor, came to the library one night to study or write papers. I don't remember what it was. But Kaylee literally, they're sitting across the library. She tells Taylor, she goes, hey, I kind of like that guy. Go meet him.
So I said, no problem. So I get up, like unannounced. I pull my chair up to his
To
desk.
my library desk. I'm at work.
And I'm
like,
just
working.
staring right across from him, waiting for him to look at me. And I was like, hey, I just want to chat.
Wait.
Yeah. So I just sat there. I got to know him. I asked him some really deep personal questions that I'm sure he was uncomfortable with. But also, I mean, Rob and I were in the same major, so we were in the same classes. So he's probably like, wow, this chick really is that weird. Like, you know.
Yeah,
so I did.
would
I
not
just
have-
grilled
no,
him.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
And her personality is very much like, oh, hey, I'm Taylor. And my personality is very like, yeah, I'm Rob.
Okay. Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
So it
Exactly.
was
Like,
like
go
super,
away.
it was great. It was great.
Yes.
But we've known each other ever since. It's
Yeah,
been great.
yeah.
Good friends. But I know a little bit about your past, and we're not going
Yeah.
to dive into your past or anything. But you in high school were much like me, where
Yeah.
we had a lot of directions to go to.
Yeah.
And we ended up taking a path that was not God's path for us.
Absolutely.
A little bit. So we're not going to dive too far into that, but you can lean into it in that sense. Why is it important when we talk about paths and ways? What makes this option that that God gives us the best one there is? What makes this the path that we are encouraging students to take?
That's
So,
awesome.
Go ahead.
Who wants to go first?
Taylor, go ahead.
Okay. Cool.
Go ahead. It's fun.
So, no, definitely. I think, you know, Rob said it at the beginning, I'm Pastor Shane's daughter, okay? You would think my path is really pretty straightforward. I am truly blessed to say there was never a day I did not know Jesus and know who Jesus was, and that was instilled in me. But I think, you know, especially in high school, and high schoolers, I know you can experience this. You're finding out who you are. And so I had all of these opportunities in front of me. I could be Shane's daughter, the pastor's kid. I could be a Christian for myself. You know, I could decide faith was for me, or I could go and be popular and fit in my mind, do all of the things that I knew I wasn't supposed to do, that was not fruitful in my life, and I did those things. You know, I chose, I want to be popular, I want to live this life, and I want people to know me, but not know me as church girl. And I made that very clear. And in high school, I made that the direction of my life. Nearly flunked out of high school for the choices I made, you know. And so I had to walk this journey of figuring out, okay, I know my parents believe in Jesus. What do I believe? Is this the path that I want to take? And that was a very pivotal moment for me. And what I would say is it's the best path because you can live how you want to live. That's free will. God will let you live how you want to live. But what I will tell you is my life wouldn't be as fruitful. I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be married to my husband had I not taken the path. And life isn't perfect when you choose to follow Jesus. Life isn't perfect when you choose to go down that path. But you have a purpose, and you have a reason, and you have someone who is walking beside you and guiding you and will bless every step you take, even in the hard times. And so I would say my life, it's not perfect, but you can tell the difference. You can tell the difference in me and that I'm living for something bigger. I don't know anybody, especially this generation of students right here, who doesn't want to live for something that matters. And I think that's the whole point, is who Christ and who Jesus, you know, helps you become to help continue your life.
That's good. So I don't even know if Jeff needs to answer that, but we're gonna make
Yeah,
it fun.
that was good. Great.
This is our last question. So we got one more thing to do after this. We got one more segment, but I want you to kind of close this out, Jeff. What would you say that Taylor maybe did not?
That was great. Like,
Thank
that was
you.
well said. Like, I was very, honestly, like,
Thank
just
you.
very well put.
I mean, she did come in second place in a preaching competition, so you know.
Well, that looks
I
like to
mean,
me that's the first place.
That's what I've been saying.
That's the first
what I've
place
been saying.
response. So I don't know.
I don't
Rob.
know.
That was
I don't
pretty-
know.
The teacher's pet.
That was
you know.
strong.
You were the
I
teacher's
was.
pet.
Dr. Webb.
That
Shout out
was-
to Dr. Webb.
He took here's why you won. Okay,
took more
and then you
preaching
can go, Jeff. And then you can go. The thing is, any preaching class available, Rob took it. He was the only student in one of the preaching
Yeah,
classes.
it was me and the teacher.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just kind of did my thing.
Yeah.
I think sometimes when you love something, you just go for it. So
I
I'll
guess
give him
so.
props for that.
True.
So.
True.
I enjoyed it.
All right.
Anyway, Jeff, let's talk
Yes.
about this. Let's do this.
Yeah, I would.
Why
I mean, I'll
is
just
it the
in a
best path?
short way, I would say this. I think I have been down 2 different paths, and I think if had I shared this in the office the other day, had I known there was another option or alternative for a different path, younger when I was in junior high or high school, I don't know what I would have chosen. But I do know when I became a Christian, I think 22, 23 years old, that was by far the greatest decision I ever made because I started to see, wow, like I saw so many doors open up. And I'm not saying this is like you're going to, like you said, always be happy, quote unquote. You're always going to have the great things like, like come your way. That's baloney. That's like a false gospel. It's a false Jesus. That's not true. I think even as a Christian, I think it almost should be harder in a lot of ways. But what gives you the ability to sustain and keep moving forward is you have the joy of the Lord living within you. And so knowing that is what I continue to pursue, that's the direction I'm going, I truthfully feel like I can do anything because it is him who's the one really living in me, giving me the strength to do so. And I don't mean that as a cliche, but it's just I've done both ways. I've gone both ways. And I just know I ain't going back that way because that was awful. But
No, that's good. That's really good. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for
Yeah,
both being here.
thanks
Thank
for
you.
having me.
I love having you guys. Jeff, you're not just my boss. You're a great
thank you.
mentor. You're a good friend.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I
Okay.
like the random theological conversations that
Thank you.
happen around the office.
Thank you.
Even when Ronald's a part of them. But Taylor, also thank you for
Thank
being
you.
here.
No, thank you for
carving the
having me.
time out.
Yeah.
I'll call the people that you nanny for and say she needs to sleep in because she stayed up an hour past her bedtime.
I think
If you
Ronald's
could.
he's looking at me funny and he's about to do something he's going to regret. So he'll be okay.
Ronald is a part of my next segment, so he
Okay.
can get you back.
All right. He'll be
Okay,
good.
so
He'll be
hey,
good.
thank you guys for
Thank
being
you.
here. Thank you so
you.
much. We are going to close out the night in one of my favorite ways, honestly, to close out the night. And we've done this a couple times. We've done slow jams. We've done these things. We've had Justin do it. We've had Shelly do it. But tonight, yours truly is doing it, all right? So here's the deal. I got Ronald with me. Ronald, what's up? Okay. I got Matt here with me. Matt, give me a little riff. Ooh, okay. Wow. All right. Matt's good at guitar. Matt plays like every instrument that is out there. So anyway, we're going to kick this off. Matt, jump us into this. Here we go. Our first announcement tonight comes from the beginning of the service. We did a giveaway.
A giveaway, yeah.
We got a winner. Good student. She's great.
Who is it?
She's in our audience, and it is Sadie Wusky.
Sadie.
Come on.
Come on. It's not my show, it's yours.
Come on. My show. Here's the deal. We got a lot going on. Best way for you to keep up with it is definitely through our Instagram.
Follow us on HS Crossing, MS Crossing, LV on the end of both of those. Sorry, I forgot.
That's
Yeah,
MS
yeah,
Crossing, LV, and HS Crossing, LV. Just to clarify.
MS Crossing, LV, just to clarify.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've also got another channel going right now. We've got our YouTube, which you're on right now. You're watching us. Here's what we want you to do. We want you to hit subscribe and hit that bell. Make sure you get the notifications when we post stuff. Ding. We've got more weeks of Wednesday Night Live coming up, though.
Ooh, who's next?
The old man, Jeffrey Robert Kiwanuka.
Oh, God, I don't know if I'm going to watch next week.
I don't know if I'll even be here.
Oh, wait, I forgot. I work here. I'll be here.
I will too. Jeff's got some cool stuff. We actually drove all the way out to pretty much Boulder City to film something at his house with his family today.
I don't got no gas in my car,
That's a long long drive.
I live in Summerlin.
We filmed his whole family too. All 3 kids and his wife and his dog and the babysitter and the cleaning lady, all of them.
It felt like 7 million people. Is Rona still out there? I wore my mask.
If they had it, we got it. But here's the deal. It was just his kids. It was his wife. We're going to learn a little bit about family next week. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for watching tonight.
It's been great on Wednesday Night Live, The Tonight Show with Robert Brazile.
Robert Brazile, Robert Brazile, Robert Brazile.